I've gotten a lot of requests over the last few months to bring back a benchside lake chat, because it's been a while since I've done one of these. I think I've done maybe one since we've done This Week with BigC. Well, I'm back because why not? It's a nice day. Let's just sit down and relax for a bit and talk about this series as well as everything I've done over the past 2 weeks on This Week with BigC, the first of 2022. Ducks were flying and did a very abrupt landing in the water. That one's flapping its wings over there. Closer look. Pretty cool. There's a lot of ducks out here today, honestly. Not that I mind, it gives me something to look at, but yeah, lots of ducks out on the lake today. So of course today is the first episode of This Week of 2022 and the first episode that we've done since our big announcement. Now if you don't know about the big announcement, let me share the details for that in case you did not watch our 2022 plans and hopes video. Essentially what's going to happen is This Week is going to move to an every other week schedule, and the main reason why is because towards the end of 2021 specifically, I just got burnt out. I felt like it just wasn't fun to make This Week anymore. Even though I know it's my most popular series on this channel, I just didn't enjoy making it. It became more of a chore than it was to actually make content that I can put my stamp on. On top of that, there were several weeks where I released a video that was not good because nothing interesting happened or nothing good happened. And you know how I am, I don't like to be negative if I can avoid it. So I just wasn't happy with a number of the videos that I released last year as part of this series. And I figure kind of the best of both worlds in terms of finding a way for me to not get burnt out, but also release better quality videos is to reduce the number. So we're gonna get it this week today, obviously. And then next Sunday will be a different video. I already have one picked out. The following week will be This Week. I'm going to keep it on this schedule, at least for now, and it is subject to change. And honestly, like if I feel there's a week where so much happened that I want to do an off week this week, then I'll do it. And who knows, we might go back to weekly videos eventually. But for now, I think this is the best move for me as a creator, and it's going to reveal better quality content in the long run. So that's why I did that. And that's why this is the first of this new format. So, but yeah, as you saw in the intro, I have new bumper clips rather than my old marker board because I wanted to change up things, especially because new year, new improvements on the channel. I'm actually going to try to do custom intros for most of my series on all my channels, honestly. Thrill Seekers kind of has that, where I do clips based on the park that I'm in or event that I'm doing. So I'm going to try to do something similar for BigCTV, BigCTV Plays, that kind of stuff. So we'll see how those go. They'll be peppered throughout the year. So you might not see new intros for all of them right away, but you'll see them eventually. Anyway, enough of me talking about things that you probably already know if you watched my plans video. Today let's get to our first 2-week recap to go over everything that has happened over the past 2 weeks. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday. Today's been a weird day. So I, for some reason, could not sleep last night. I don't know why. It wasn't anything to do with pain. My mind just kept going and I couldn't fall asleep. It was a weird situation. It's happened before. It's rare that it happens, but of course, I don't think it's safe to function at work when I have to pay attention to things if I am running on zero sleep. So I didn't go into work today, unfortunately, but I did get at least a little bit of sleep, so I'm good now, and I think I'm tired enough where I should be able to fall asleep pretty easily tonight, so that's good. The other weird thing is the pizza prankster has returned. I got a call from Domino's telling me that one of the items that I ordered was not available. I didn't make an order for Domino's. And Pizza Hut actually brought an order to my door, which I did not order. So I've removed all payment options from those two accounts. They still have my address, but I've removed all payment options, so they can't like charge me anything. With Papa John's, at least, I can use Apple Pay, so that's what I typically use is Apple Pay. That's how I order. So I think Domino's, I can either use Apple Pay or something else where they can't use it anywhere but my phone. So this is just annoying at this point. Like, I thought it was caused by someone hacking our internet, but we fixed that problem. So I don't know what the deal is or how someone got a hold of my profiles on Pizza Hut and Domino's, nor why they just order a bunch of food for no reason. Because all it's doing at this point is just wasting this company's time. Like, that poor Pizza Hut driver, like, I didn't order any of it. I'm not going to pay like $35, $40 for an order I didn't make. And it wasn't paid for, so he just canceled it. So I feel bad because it just wasted his time. But, I mean, I didn't order it, so I'm not going to pay for it. It's just stupid. And all this is doing is just wasting way too many people's time. It's wasting my time for having to call these various pizza places and tell them I didn't order that, I don't want it. And then it's wasting the drivers and the people making the food's time. So it's really stupid. Thankfully, nothing can come of it just because I didn't place the orders and there's no payment option, so they can't actually like charge me anything for it. But it's just annoying at this point. And like, I don't know why they're doing this, just to waste time and money. So I don't know, it's real stupid, but I could cancel both of those accounts. The problem is I have rewards on those, so I don't want to lose my rewards. But if I ever get to the point where I use up the reward points that I have on those, I'll probably just cancel the account and make a new one, just so that I don't have to worry about this situation anymore. But yeah, it's real stupid. Really, really annoying. So yeah, that's pretty much been my day. Just sleeping, getting some stuff done around my apartment that I need to catch up on, and then telling pizza people that I did place orders. So frustrating. Hey everybody, it is Friday, and it is New Year's Eve 2021, the end of the year, and I'm not spending it in any particularly exciting way. So I was able to go back to work today, finally, after being out for a couple days due to my ankle, which is good. And actually my feet are doing better than they normally do in a situation like this, so that's also good. But I also picked up a shift tomorrow, and because of that, I can't really do any kind of celebration when it comes to New Year's. So I'm actually, it's only almost 9 o'clock and I'm already getting ready to go to bed. Mostly just because, unfortunately, and you can call me a Scrooge or whatever you feel like, but my neighbors are assholes. And what do I mean by that exactly? Well, last year, of course, all the neighbors have to do the usual blasting fireworks all night. And I get that, you know, it's New Year's, you want to celebrate, you want to have a good time, but we live in a small apartment complex. It gets annoying after a while to hear fireworks all night. You can hear it coming from outside my window. But at least that ended after a while. The part that really got to me last year was my neighbors on the other side, whose apartment is right across from my window, were blasting music. And when I say blasting, I mean they had a big speaker outside having a big old outdoor party till about 4 in the morning. Now last year I didn't have to work because that's usually what I try to do on New Year's, is I will be off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But this year I have to work. So I need to sleep. And I'm going to try to go to bed early to hopefully be completely out and asleep by the time stuff gets crazy. Which unfortunately means I'll miss the actual turning of the clock. But I think it's the right call, just because I need to feel good, I need to be well rested, and I need to let my feet heal up before tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's not the most exciting way to ringing the new year, but I'm by myself, and at this point I'm just ready for 2021 to end. Especially, you know, a lot of people are really upset that today, of course, Betty White passed away, and that's really sad. So I think I can speak for a lot of us when I say, you know what, let's just get 2021 over and done with and get into the new year, and hopefully things will be better in 2022. I have a video that I'm going to be making. By the time you're watching this, it'll already be out, where I kind of reflect on everything that was 2021. And then, of course, I'm also doing a separate video on all of my channels where I talk about the plans for the year in 2022. So look for all those coming later on the channel. But for now, I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm ready for 2021 to be over, and hoping that 2022 is a significantly better year. So, yep, not going to be up for when it strikes 12. So, Happy New Year 2022. Getting ready to go to bed and work in the morning. Woo. Hey, everybody, it is Saturday, and it is January 1st, 2022. That's right, we made it. We are here in New Year. How do I feel? Well, hasn't been the greatest of starts. Today was pretty brutal. First off, as I expected, but also am disappointed by at the same time, my neighbors are evil, basically. And we're firing off fireworks until 4 in the morning, 4 a.m. I had to be up at 5:40. So I did get some sleep at least, so like I was functional but barely, so that was fun. And then when I got to work, it was a disaster there because of course everybody who partied last night didn't come into work, so we were super understaffed, which meant I had no chance of getting to go home early, which is really what I needed to do. And I was barely functional because I didn't get enough sleep and my feet were killing me. So it was just a combination of disaster. It was not a fun day at all. Got off work, ended up going to Del Taco just because I needed something to boost my spirits after a pretty dreadful day. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get some stuff off the dollar menu at Del Taco. I enjoyed that, and I have some leftovers I will enjoy later on in the week. And yeah, I came home and relaxed, watched some videos, and tried not to think about the terribleness that was today, and the fact that I gotta do it again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow won't be as bad. But yeah, 2022, not the greatest start so far, so hopefully things will improve shortly, because the bar is set incredibly low on how bad a day could be. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, and I was off today. I was able to give away my shifter today, thankfully, so I had a little bit of a day to just kind of rest and relax and recover from the last few days. So that was nice. I was able to get a bunch of editing and filming done, so I filmed a number of videos, I edited a bunch, so we've got some content coming out. I'm trying to catch up with all the stuff that I've been meaning to work on over the past few weeks, but wasn't able to due to injuries or work or whatever, so getting a lot done. Hopefully over the weekend, because I have a 3-day weekend coming up as well, I'll be able to finish up all the projects that I've been meaning to finish up. Mostly BigCTV Rewind, which hopefully by the time you're seeing this, that'll already be up. But it's a video I originally intended to be out on New Year's Eve, and of course that didn't happen, so we're almost a week after New Year's Eve, and I still haven't gotten it out. So hopefully that will be finished over the weekend. It's not going to be like a super long video. It's mostly just, you know, some of the most popular and best clips from BigCTV videos from past year. So it should be pretty fun. But I did get my preview video for 2022 out on BigCTV. I still have to get the ones done for Thrill Seekers and BigCTV Plays. They're filmed. I just have to actually do my little bit of editing. I'm trying to not do a lot of editing with those videos, mostly because they're like announcement type ones, so I don't think they need to be super refined and edited. So I'm mostly just putting the intro on and adding some music. That's about it. The two that I haven't finished are filmed. I just have to actually finish editing them. But I'll get that done hopefully over the weekend, or maybe tomorrow because I'm off early, so we'll see. And then we also got some plans, alter a few things for Brosmas. Mostly the date we had to push back a day, and then one of our original ideas for an activity didn't
work because it was a bit too expensive. So we have an alternate plan, but I think it's going to work out pretty well, and I think it's going to be a good time. Of course, everybody looks forward to Brosmas. I did also want to mention, I know over the past few years I kept saying like, oh, it's Brosmas 2019 in 2020 and Brosmas 2020 in 2021. We're not going to do that anymore. We're actually just going to permanently move Brosmas into January. Just because it seems to work the best, honestly, because it's after the holidays. You can get a whole bunch of Christmas stuff on clearance. So it's cheaper as well. And, you know, it's nice to kind of continue the holiday season after the holiday season a little bit. So Brosmas 7, which is what this is going to be in mid-January. And that's kind of where we're going to keep it for as long as we do Brosmas, which will hopefully be for a very long time. But yeah, it's going to be good stuff. There's going to be a lot of content coming for that. We'll talk about that a little bit more closer to the event. But yeah, Brosmas is coming and people are excited about it. But yeah, that's been today. I got 6-hour day tomorrow, 8-hour day on Thursday, and then a 3-day weekend. Pretty excited. And that leads us to today, which is Saturday. Now, I am actually off tomorrow as well because this weekend is the Walt Disney World Marathon, and I don't like to work during that. Fun story, I don't remember the exact year, but it was a long time ago. There was one year where I was trying to get to work, and if you don't drive, the marathon is just an absolute nightmare because everything gets rerouted in weird places. So there was one year where I was supposed to work at Hollywood Studios, and the bus dropped us off backstage at Magic Kingdom, meaning the only way for me to get out of there is to cut through Magic Kingdom, or underneath in this case. Then I had to go to the Contemporary because the monorail, the express monorail was not running. So the only thing you could do, I think the resort monorail wasn't, or no, it was running. The resort monorail was running. Took the monorail to the Contemporary, got off, took a bus to Epcot, which was the end of the race. And then I had to wait in this huge crowd of people to cut through Epcot to get on a bus to get to studios. And by the time I got to Epcot, I was 2 hours late already for work. So at that point, I just cut my losses. I'm like, look, I'm not going to make it. So because of that experience, I've learned, you know what? I don't want to bother. Even if it has improved, which supposedly it has, I don't want to deal with that. So I just don't work on marathon weekend. It's just not a pleasant experience. So I'm actually off tomorrow. I've mostly been spending my weekends prepping for Brosmas, which is next week, and getting a bunch of videos edited. I just edited 2 videos that I filmed yesterday, and obviously I'm going to be editing this one along with some more stuff that I still need to edit. Like, I still have hopes and plans videos for Thrill Seekers and for BigCTV plays that need to be edited and uploaded, so those are coming, and a few other things here and there. So a lot more content coming, a lot more work to do. One thing that's been bothering me over the weekend is apparently I, at work, re-aggravated my shoulder. It is healing, and it's healing fairly rapidly again, but it's the same spot, and it's just annoying because it makes it harder to do simple things. Like, I have to like brace my right hand to do stuff, which is really frustrating. So thankfully it's getting better. I am wearing a icy hot patch, which also helps a lot. So it shouldn't be a problem, and I should be able to go back to work no problem. It's more so just irritating at this point. It's like, all right, I missed a lot of time in December because of my shoulder or my back or who knows what. So I really don't want to miss any more, especially because they're already ridiculously understaffed. So I'm just trying to do my best to keep healthy, essentially, and work a normal schedule as much as I can. Although I say normal, but you know, I've got a bunch of stuff coming up that requires me to take some time off, so not really normal, but normal-ish for me anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much been today. A lot of editing. I'm about to go grocery shopping. I just wanted to come out here and film this and my bumper clips before I did that, so hope you enjoy those. It's kind of a little bonus clip, but I went to Walmart to go grocery shopping today, and apparently they're closed for cleaning, which is interesting. My guess is, of course, that means there was probably a bad COVID outbreak here, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
But yeah, the whole store's closed. So I just wasted my time coming out here to go get groceries because I can't. They are opening tomorrow, so I got to decide if I want to just wait and get my groceries tomorrow or go to the neighborhood Walmart. Hopefully they're open. But yeah, that pretty much sucks. The fact that I can't get my groceries when I came all the way out here to get groceries. So it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, anyway, back to me for Saturday's recap on this week. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to a preview of an upcoming video that is coming out later this week. Alright, so we have a number of items here. We have the Chipotle Cheddar Chalupa, 2 of their new $2 value burritos. And the main attraction, 5 bone-in Taco Bell wings. We're gonna save these for the end. Let's try these first. All right, before we wrap up for today, I did want to go over some information about Brosmas because a lot of people have been asking. So if you don't already know, Brosmas is a holiday that I invented along with Corey and Wyatt. It's Bro Christmas. So it's a holiday where you do Christmas things with your bros, and then you hang out, you play video games, you go do activities, you have a good meal, do all the stuff you would normally do with your family, but you do it with your bro family. And we've done it, surprisingly, for 7 years. Started it in 2015. This is our 7th year doing it. And the last few years, we've actually documented what we've done for Brosmas. So people have been excited to see all that content. It is coming out. Right now, the plan is we're going to have 4 videos on the main channel. There's going to be at least 1 video, possibly more than 1, on the Thrill Seekers channel. Yes, Thrill Seekers is actually going to be included in Brosmas this year. And then probably a little mini series on the BigCTV Plays channel because we're going to be playing a certain video game that I'm going to want to document. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Maybe more surprises here and there, but I'm going to try to document as much of it as I can. Those videos are going to be spread out. So next week is when you're going to start seeing the first Brosmas videos. Obviously, it's going to take me a little bit to edit them all, but I'm going to try to get them out as quickly as possible so you can see all of them. But they're going to be spread out over the next 2 weeks, starting next week. So should be fun. But yeah, Brosmas is coming up. It's going to be some good stuff. We're going to try to get as many people involved as we can. Right now, there's 5 of us who do it, which are me, Corey, Wyatt, Matt, and Shelby. Whenever we can actually get Shelby to come, because usually he's busy, and that's not going to change this year apparently, but we'll see what we can do. So yeah, that is going to do it for this episode of This Week with Big C. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. I have something I want to try for the next episode, just because I think it's interesting. Ask a question in the comments. So if you're a longtime viewer and you want a question answered on air, leave a comment down below. Try to get likes. If enough people like your comment or question, I'll answer 1 question per week at the end of the video. So if you want your question answered on camera, feel free. Of course, all the other questions I'm going to answer using the comment section. I typically am pretty good about answering questions or comments in the comment section, so I'll try to respond to you. If it's a question I'm going to reveal or answer on camera, I will let you know that that's what's going to happen. So if I don't answer right away, that's why. Or if it's a question I just don't view as appropriate, so obviously I'm not going to answer 2 personal questions, or I'm not going to answer a question that I just don't feel is appropriate to answer on camera. But if you have a question you want to see me answer, feel free to ask it in the comments, and encourage people to like it. And if enough people do, then I'll probably answer it on camera for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. New videos on this channel are 3 days a week, unless there's a bonus video, which sometimes there is. So hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. Hope you like the new bumpers. Those are going to be used from here on out on this series. And yeah, that's going to do it. I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of This Week with Big C. Bye-bye.